Alright, so once you blended your color ball together, here I just polished it a little bit more, and I zoomed out to do that. You know, I zoomed way out and kind of looked at it and see if that was what I wanted, and sure enough, that's exactly a nice blend. And what do I consider a nice blend? Well, when is it aesthetically pleasing to look at, and does it make sense? Okay, it makes sense to me. It's got a nice tone here. It's got that rim light, and I can see that this is taking on some kind of translucent property onto the material itself. So I know that that material or this object, light can shine through. What I want you to find is 3, besides this one, good photographs. And you're going to put the photograph right here, just like this one. So this one's going to, let's take this example. The next photograph goes here, and then the ball scene goes here. And just how I deconstructed this scenario, I want you to deconstruct another scenario, and another, and another. So you should have 4 altogether. Now, you're going to have 2 sheets of paper here. So once you get done with this scene, I would take it and make another scene just like it. Put color study at the top. Color study and your name with the text tool. So let's see. To make a new document, you wouldn't even have to make a new document. All you would have to do is go through these layers. And let's say the first color study took up these layers right here. So I'll take these layers and go layer group. Okay. Now if I want to shut this color study off and have the other color study, I can have both color studies. About color and light. Good. I'm just looking for something that would really, yeah, that looks professional. Color and light. I have to do this because students will pick the ugliest freaking font in the whole wide world. I don't know what it is about how that works or what goes through your brain, but they will seriously pick some really ugly font or some really ugly text to go at the top, something like Gothic Old English. Let's say if I was a professional person trying to represent my portfolio with some good stuff, I would definitely not pick Gothic Old English to represent my work. Okay? So always think of who's looking at this as a professional. Don't make it toward your taste. Make it towards somebody else's taste. Here we go. And what I want you to do is like hold command, click on this area, and what I can do is make a new layer. And let's, now that I have a couple color studies in here, let's use those color studies to make this text look nice, right? So what I'm going to do is grab some of maybe this color, this green, and then some of this darker brown, and go in here and kind of do one of those numbers to it. Okay, so let's see what that looks like. And you can hide that by going Control H. Okay, so now I could still fill in these colors. And what I want is it still readable. So I might go something like that. And if I double click on this area, I can go into stroke and then add a nice stroke outline of it of a color within the scene. So maybe some of this dark color right here. And just a slight border outline. Color and light. There we go. So put your other picture right here, put a sphere next to it. Again, find 3 plus this one. Alright, when you get done, turn that into the gallery and make sure you turn it in as a high res within the folder too, because what I want to do is have some really good pictures for the next class that are all ready for them. So you're going to be essentially building lessons for the next group of students, because if you find some really good pictures with some light in them, you know, obviously I'm going to use those pictures within later lessons. That's how I kind of do things within the classroom. I'll come up with the first initial idea, and usually as time goes by it becomes more and more refined. It's really cool how that works. So definitely save this as the highest res image, and we'll like in the folder under either student AM, student PM, do some Welsh, and then the number that this comes along with. Not sure what number this is going to be, but I'm going to just say it's 0505, and you'll know where that block number is. That I want to save out, and then I want to save a version for the gallery too. Alright, have a good one, and until next lesson.